one place on the internet where all we do is talk about how to get happy right now, how to take that next step in your life, and then how to build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to the end destination. Because what's the point of going on a beautiful, relaxing vacation if the 3-4 months before it, you're miserable, right? So hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, law of attraction expert, and I love to come live Monday through Thursday just to help you get high vibe and get the results you want in your life. I always like to start the show with a general channeled message from Spirit, so that way those of you who can't join live, you can hear what you need to hear, see what you need to see, feel what you need to feel in the beginning of the show. And those of you who are able to join live, I then like to stay live for 30 minutes and dive into free mini reads. I am available for personal readings right now. The link for that is kellylunt.com/work with me. And go to my website, check out all my courses, check out all my masterminds. If you're ready to master the law of attraction, you can get that course. You can join the law of attraction mastermind. But I will maybe we'll get some links in the chat for you guys. But without further ado, we got Concha in the house, who gets first for today. Concha, moderator. All right, guys, let's get straight to the general message for today. Being you is harder than you thought. And that's because we want to help you become awakened to the fact that it's always an ever-evolving, ever-changing thing. When you don't have money, you want money. Once you have that financial security, you want to maintain that, but then your focus goes elsewhere. So when you're that person who's on the journey to becoming financially secure, I like learning about money. I like learning about how to save. I like learning about investments. That's who you are. You love talking about it. You love sharing about it. You love learning from others about it. But then once you feel that, I feel secure, then it's, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to do pickleball? Do I want to crochet? Do I want to maybe start the family thing? Because then I'm learning how to play pickleball. Who wants to play? Oh, teach me how you do your overhand. And then once you're, okay, I'm kind of a pro at it, now I just need people to play with, then you're like, maybe it's the crochet thing. Oh, that's such a beautiful blanket. So the point that we're trying to illustrate is that who you are is always an ever-evolving, changing thing. A little bit of the conundrum is that sometimes you do have to commit to something and go, this is what I'm going all in on. This is what I'm pursuing. This is who I'm becoming. And you don't want to be that person who's, well, I want to just see how I feel that day, because that's someone who's just not committed to lining up with something and learning it, acquiring the knowledge, discovering how to become good at it. That's someone who's, I don't want to force myself to do anything I don't want to do. The problem is you haven't committed to something that you want to do. What we would instead encourage, if you're in a state of grief, I'm just going to see how I feel. We would just say that that's a little bit more appropriate. But if you're not in a stage of grief, I'm looking for something to do. And Kelly always likes to call this the shotgun approach. There was a period of her life where she was, oh man, I really winded down from COVID. I want to start getting back out there. And she was, man, well, I don't know what I'd want to discover as a hobby. She would kind of take it 2 weeks at a time. Okay, for these 2 weeks, I'm going to go to this dance studio and I'm just going to try the different types of dances. And then after that 2 weeks, she found 2 of the 5 styles. She's like, I liked those 2. I'm committing to the next 2 weeks to take those 2. After that, she's like, I really liked this one. Then she did maybe about a month of just that one that she liked. Then she found after that time, she was, oh, wow, I have a lot more confidence in my body now, and I feel more secure and confident in it. Then it was is that still something I want to pursue? Or she was like, no, actually the kind of dance I want to learn is shuffle dancing, and this studio doesn't offer that. So going to that studio was about her getting that body confidence, not necessarily about building a new hobby of dance. But do you guys still see how there was a commitment of, for 2 weeks, I'm going to give it a go and give it a try? That is certainly more than enough to get past those beginning kind of wobble phases. Anytime you do something new, there's always going to be a wobble, insecurity. That's step 6 law of attraction. That's embracing that any new manifestation is going to have some insecurity and wobble in the beginning. So if you commit to something for 2 weeks, that's certainly long enough that you've tried it at least 3 times. Normally after the first 3 times, that wobble will be, okay, I kind of get this. I can like relax now and just kind of try to learn. So even if you're at a phase where you can't commit to, I want to do this for the next year, 2, 5, 10, can you at least be willing to, I'm going to give this a try for 2 weeks, and at the end of 2 weeks, see how I feel about it? That slight bit of commitment to discovering who you are, to discovering what it is you like, will give you guys a profound world of a difference. And think about it, no matter what, you'll still get out and try something new. You'll still get to meet new people who might go, watching you play pickleball, I got to tell you, you're more of a tennis player. You got to give tennis a try. Why don't we go take a few hits and you'll see what I'm talking about? But you got to do that little 2-week commitment. Does anyone have any questions about that general before we go into mini reads? Good morning, everyone. We got Roxy in the house. What's up, Roxy? We got Brenda in the house. I believe you're new. Hi, Brenda. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings. Hey, Alika. How are you? So I don't know if you guys were able to catch the full general. Do you have any questions on the general? Is there anything you guys want to share in general, or hit me up for the mini reads? Thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. You're doing well? Good. General, I love, yeah. Are you at a phase of discovering anything right now, Roxy? Like just committing for 2 weeks to like learn how to do? And it makes sense. I know what they're talking about. Like sometimes if I do something one time, I'm just like hit with anxiety. Like there was a board game group that I went to play with, and the first time I was just like so in my head and anxiety. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know any of them. And they're all like master players. I'm a newbie. And it was like late at night when I get tired. And they were all just so nice and encouraging, like, oh no, come back, come back. We liked having an extra player. And I was like, are you sure? Every single turn I kept having to ask you guys how to play. They were like, they saw how much like social anxiety I was having. By the third time I got there, I was kind of like, oh my God, guys, I really liked this game. Can we play that one again? So I totally get what they're talking about. And I do think, as I'm waiting for you guys to give me a comment about either the general and more help I can give you on the general or your specific read, I will state, like, there is a complete difference between feeling unsure, insecure, because it's like your first time doing it. That's that step 6 they were talking about, kind of embrace. Okay, I get it. The first couple times are always going to feel a little wobbly. And fear, right? If there's fear, that's a big no, don't do it, right? If you see a big horse and you get hit with fear, don't ride the horse. If you get hit with, oh my God, I don't know how this is going to go, then that's when it's like, there's the difference between that fear and that wobble. And of course, I'm sure many of you know, when it comes to a fear, you can always go then, I would encourage you not to go ride the horse, but you could always then, when you get back home, when you're somewhere safe, go do that inner child work just to see if there's like an old memory that's causing that fear. Sometimes you'll discover that like that fear is like your own inner guidance saying, no, don't do that. That's not for you. Smash the like button, everyone. There's 3 of you live and only 2 likes. What the heck? Oh, I've been committing to feeling okay with this stage, working through things, and then I'll evaluate this Sunday again. Roxy, that's actually very beautiful, because sometimes, guys, when you have like like a recent breakup, right? Sometimes you do just have to go through the, okay, I get it. For right now, I'm going to feel a little wobbly and a little sad. And of course, the theoretical practice of law of attraction, you can hyper focus and get to feeling good and joyful right away. But we're humans, and part of the human experience is the emotions. So if you're at the phase of, whoa, that was rough. I thought that was my forever person and it's not. I'm just going to be okay for like the next 2 weeks. That I'm just soothing myself and tending to myself. That's exactly what that's embracing who you are in that exact moment. You're not trying to force yourself to be happier than you actually are. You're not trying to force yourself to be miserable to prove how much it meant to you. I'm just kind of taking it easy on myself, guys. I'm going through a big adjustment. I'm used to talking to someone every day, and now I don't get to talk to them every day. Um, and it's with any manifestation, sometimes it's about, you get the bowl, you got to put the ingredients in. Once you get the ingredients in, then you turn the mixer on. Some breads need to be kneaded for 6 hours. There's nothing you can do in that wait time but sit and knead it every 30 minutes. Some are just quick rising, you throw them together, mix it for a minute, and then throw it in the oven. So when you're in that waiting period, it is kind of like oh, no, I'm just practicing this one move until I master it. If it takes me 2 weeks, if it takes me 2 months, like that's when you really get to enjoying life. And it's a lot of that enjoyment from life isn't going to come from happiness, that outrageous joy, ecstatic Disneyland feeling. It's going to come from that true authenticity of like self-acceptance. It's going to be like, yeah, this is where I am at right now. I do need hugs and cuddles right now. I'm looking for comfort. Okay, so I'd like a mini read on unforeseen blessing coming my way. How interesting. Roxy's saying, yes, that's exactly it. Thank you. Yeah, so good job, whatever you're going through, Roxy. Okay, I'd like a mini read on unforeseen blessing coming my way. How interesting. What an interesting question. I'd like a mini read on unforeseen blessing coming my way. So I want to tap into my guides and then I want to try to tap into your guides just to see if there's different messages. Well, Alika, from our point of view, what we would argue, you're really asking, I'm ready to feel hopeful. I'm ready to feel hopeful of good things coming my way. I'm kind of getting a little jealous of when I was younger, and it just kind of felt like there was always oh goody, it's my birthday, and you get to sit in that enjoyment of planning it for a couple weeks. Are people saying it's your birthday in a week? What does the birthday girl want on her birthday? Okay, we're picking up your favorite cake. It's your cousin's birthday next month. We got to think about things to get her. Maybe this. Oh, good idea. Maybe you could find something else to get here. You're being a little nostalgic, reminiscing about the anticipation of good things coming. So there's a little bit of trying to force that and unseen blessings coming my way, which is okay because you can absolutely manifest an unforeseen blessing coming your way. I like a magical life. I like when good things come to me. I enjoy being surprised and delighted with, oh my God, that was so fun. We just need to get it to a point of authenticity within you of, I do like it when I'm surprised and delighted by something new. I like discovering new things. So when people come in and bring in like hey, do you want to try this game with me? Hey, I got this extra like gift card. Let me give it to you. We just want it to be authentic. This is what I like. I love living this way. So we need to get rid of that little bit of a force. And they're asking, do you see? Hey, we got Antoinette in the house. Welcome, Antoinette. And we have Michael Sean. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show. There's no contacting. is I'm going to take action, try to contact me. Well, let me keep focusing on. Oh, you subscribed. Welcome to the High Vibe Morning Club. I do this every morning, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. So keep coming and hanging out. The first 30 minutes of the show, I always go live for free. After the 30-minute mark, that's when I do request and encourage super chat of $20 to get your personal reading that day. Or you could always come back the next day. That is totally up to you. And I am available for personal readings right now. Let me see if I can get you guys that. How do I comment on my phone? Yeah, it's kellylunt.com/work with me for the oh god, I spaced out. I started reading the comments. So what's up, Antoinette? See, and I was doing a read for Lakesview. So let me focus on Lakesview, and then we'll see who Spirit picks next. Yeah. Uh-oh. If that's a link to someone's email, you might want to delete that. That's exactly how I feel. I was looking for something to look forward to. Okay. So Alika, do you have any more comments? Or are you ready for me just to go back to see what Spirit has to say? I almost feel like that doesn't belong on that side. You could just write no if you don't have any more comments before I go back to Spirit. But yeah, if we have more to comment, I'll sit here and wait. Oh, the power hours. Woo! I remember power hours. That's if there is any problem, no matter how big, hairy, scary you think it is, that will be solved in an hour. You will get your solution, and oftentimes you get like a 3-month roadmap that you feel confident and eager to go achieve and execute on. Thank you for dropping that link, Concha. Okay, so like Alika's saying no. Okay, so yes, so this is about, and we do teach this in the Law of Attraction course. There's a little element of force. Universe, you will give me this. And we understand that it is about the ask, believe, receive, the believe part, right? And there is that when you have a default expectation of something coming in, but those two are different. Those are more an authenticity, a soft in your body. Oh, I just know my birthday is going to be wonderful. Whereas this side, they want me to read it again. And Leona made it. That's exactly how I feel. I was looking for something to look forward to. Okay. What do you guys... I just know something good's happening for my birthday. Universe, you need to give me something for my birthday because I need to feel hopeful again. Do you see the difference between the two? We call this a hard ask, which means you're like, you need to give me something to look forward to. Your body clenches up and you will give me this. When you're clenched up, you can't receive and feel the energy around you, so that when you're out and about walking, when we kind of light someone up for you, I'm getting something for my birthday, so when there's someone over here that you should talk to, you can't feel their energy because you're tensed up. But if I'm looking for something that delights me. I'm looking for something that is my new yes. I'm a little tapped out of who I am and what I like doing, but I really know that I really want to embrace this next stage of my life. I really want to embrace it. I want it to feel fun. I want to feel that eagerness, that, oh goody, I get to do this today. I'm really looking forward to getting back into alignment. That's what you're looking for, Alika, is that feeling of alignment. And we break it down. We have a whole module in the course about alignment. It's where you feel eager and frisky for the day ahead. Kelly in her video, she was like, guys, it's just where you kind of like wake up and you just maybe take a couple breaths and you look around and you just notice 10 things that you like. Even if it's as simple as, I like the bed I slept in. I like that I got a good night's sleep. I like my pillow. Oh, I love waking up to the sounds of birds. I like that I have a safe walk that I'm going to get to go on. Oh, goody, I'm going to go on a good, safe walk. That's that oh, goody feeling. And in Kelly's video, she's like, and when you guys are on the walk, it's like a sense of wonderment, like I wonder who, if I'm going to meet anyone really cool today. I wonder if I'm going to meet someone who's going to teach me something new today. I wonder if I'm going to meet someone today that's going to be a lifelong friend. I like meeting people and getting to know from them. And oh, it just feels so good to have a safe walk outside my door where I could just walk and stretch. I love that I get to spend the first 20 minutes of my day just walking and stretching so my body feels good. It's that sense of wonderment, it's that eagerness, that friskiness for life. When Kelly was watching, a young child, maybe 3, so somewhat verbal but not fully verbal, and it was nap time. And the little girl just collapsed on her knees and started crying and clenched her fists all frustrated. And Callie just went, "Oh, honey, are you like, you don't want to take your nap because you're having so much fun and you're afraid when you wake up from nap time we won't play?" The little girl was like, "Yes," and then came in and collapsed into Kelly's arm. And Kelly's like, "Oh, I understand. Is it because I only come once a week and it's your only playtime?" And she was like, "Yes," as she was sobbing. That's alignment. Even though she was crying and sad and frustrated, it's alignment because she was so authentic. I want to have this really good time, but I am so tired. I need nap time, but I don't want to miss out on playing. That's alignment, guys. So Kelly just held her and said, "Oh, honey, I understand. Okay, I'm going to make a promise to you. I'm going to leave the blocks out. When you wake up from nap time, we're going to jump right back into playing." And the little girl at first, well, the rest of the story won't impact you guys. But Alika, do you kind of see what we're getting at? Happy birthday, Leona! Is today the 20th? Good morning, all of you beautiful people. We got an awesome moderator in the house, Concha. Yes, I see the difference. I need to feel lighter. I think motherhood has thrown me off the path that I thought I knew I was supposed to be on. I rethink everything now. Ooh, that's it. Let's keep going. Let's keep focusing on Alika, guys. She's asking some really good questions today. Love affirmations for self is fuzzy, positive vibes. Oh, that was Leona. I think motherhood. Alika, do you have any more comments? Because I want to make sure to get your comments before I fall asleep. Before I fall asleep. I want to get your comments. But if you don't have any more, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on these. I don't want to take up too much time. I want to be fair. Well, no one else is really. I'm not seeing any other comments. You got energy that needs to be moved, so don't worry. And that is also why I do this show Monday through Thursday. Some shows we go through mini reads, and it's literally like mini reads plowing through. Sometimes it's focusing on one person, but these are always synchronistic. So that means whoever's in the hot seat, you're just the one having your personal life spilled out for everyone else to listen to. Other people are getting the shifts that they need to from it. They're hearing what they need to hear. See, Roxy, we loving this. Go on. Thank you, Roxy. Okay, so let me go back and just read her comments. Yes, I see the difference. I need to feel lighter. I think motherhood has thrown me off the path that I thought I knew I was supposed to be on. I rethink everything now. That's a lot in that statement, Leona, or Lake's View. And I see how that ties into the general, where it's, this is who I am right now. You know, when the baby is the first 2 months, you have to breastfeed it every 2 hours. If you're not breastfeeding, you still have to feed it every 2 hours. Guys, you're sleep deprived. So you are in a state of, I'm just trying to survive. After 2 months and it goes to every 3-4 hours, it's like, oh, whoa, I got a really good nap. I could kind of think a little. Now, then you're at a stage where maybe you can go on some walks for yourself if someone is there to watch the baby while the baby's napping, you know? And then once the baby's 8 or 9 months, then it's like, okay, I'm sleeping through the night a good chunk of the time. So it is always that ever evolving, like who you are today. I guess I'd like spirit to make it blatantly obvious to me what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Oh my God, there is so much in all of these sentences. I wish we were on a live Zoom call, Alika. There's so much in what you're saying. Let me keep going on your previous ones. So it's just as your child's younger, you get built up momentum of having to be mom. But as they get older, like around 7, they start hanging out with their friends. So it's like, oh, I don't need to entertain them 24/7. I don't need to play blocks with her because she wants me to take her to a friend's house to play blocks. So it is evolving, and it's just recognizing that a lot of times for moms, you have so many years of momentum of focusing on the child, and then when the child does other stuff, it's normal and natural to feel lost. So that's that alignment. It's like I do feel a little lost right now. My child was younger. I had to focus on her that I haven't even thought of myself in so long that like I feel so silly to say like I don't know what I like. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing next. Do you hear how speaking about it in that way, just all in alignment? And it's like okay, I'm just going to let myself kind of unwind and unravel and just fully embrace and recognize that I don't have to focus on my child as much as I used to. So there's going to be a little sadness because they were my main buddy, and now they're just all about Alicia now. My daughter just wants to see Alicia. She used to be excited about hanging out with me, but now it's all about Alicia. So that's okay to like go through those emotions and just be like, I'm giving myself a couple weeks just to like accept that relationship is at a different stage. And then it's okay, universe. Well, I want to be able to start focusing on me. Help me build momentum on focusing on me. Help me get used to having my point of attraction more focused on things that delight me. That's what I'd like to become aware of. So instead of, I just want the universe to like, what am I supposed to be doing? It's, universe, start helping me discover what would delight me. Do you see how that's the difference between that hard and that soft ask? And he just turned 1 years old 2 days ago. Oh, okay. So you're okay. That's when you're like, I don't have to stay 100% focused on them all the time. Well, when they're one, they start walking around though. So you got to make sure they're not. Oh, beautiful little kids. Um, you're at least, yeah, that's when I notice most of my friends. It's when they're getting a little bit more sleep and they can kind of think, I kind of want to go out and do something, but they're like, wait, I don't want to leave my child alone. Yes, I see the difference. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything more for Alika? What do you mean I rethink everything now? Tell me more about that. Yes, Alika, I'm at a phase where I don't want to leave my child alone, but I'm also really craving doing something that's just for me. I love my child. I hate that I feel like I'm betraying my child because I want a little time for me. And of course, I'm afraid and nervous that whoever's watching my child won't love him and look out for him as much as I would. I don't want to like come back and because they weren't watching him for a minute, him have something have happened to him that had I been there, it wouldn't have happened. I hate this little bit of double bind of a stress I'm in. It's stressful. It is the most rewarding, enjoyable thing I've ever done. See, do you see how this is all about authentic? And these are all the emotions you're feeling. As you just admit them, you feel that soft resonance in your body. That's self-acceptance. That's vibe number 7, contentment. Oh, this is where I'm at. I don't want to leave him alone, but I also need my own time. But I just love him so much. It's so much joy. But I'm also craving a different type of joy. So there's 7 types of happiness. Kelly doesn't remember them right now, so we can't pluck them out of her brain. But there's a happiness that comes from friendship, companionship. There's a happiness that comes from working out, pickleball, endorphins. There's a happiness that comes from meditation, the serotonin hormone. There's a happiness that comes from achievement, dopamine. So universe, I accept where I'm at and I'm ready to discover how I can let it go a little bit to allow other adults to positively influence my son. So that means if I'm going to like let someone look after my son, you're going to help me feel as best as I can about it. I get that there's always going to be that little bit of are they looking out for him as good as I would? But you're going to help me feel as best as I can because I would like to start discovering some other things. I would maybe like a little hobby that when someone's watching my son for a few hours, maybe I'll want a nap. Maybe I'll want to use the time to clean. Maybe I'll just have something fun I could dive into, even if I'm just learning how to crochet. So do you see how, Alika, from the start of your question, what you're really looking for is, I want a little hobby, a little something that I can do that's just for me, that brings me delight, so that when I have some spare time and I'm well rested, it's like oh goody, let me go learn that new stitch. Let me go focus on it. But universe, the hobby needs to be something that I can still predominantly focus on my son. So send me different hobbies. And from there, the first one that comes in, okay, I'll try crocheting for 2 weeks. Okay, I made a little napkin. Let me try knitting. You know what? Of the two, I liked this one better. Okay, universe, give me something else. Okay, and let me try beading. So do you see how that's what this is really about for you? And then just be okay that you might try a few hobbies and then go, nope, this is the one I like. And they're saying you perfectly tied in the general with a personal example and walking you through the emotions. So they're saying you're the perfect person to be in the show or to be in the hot seat. I thought I knew exactly what the long-term goal was. Now I don't know what my future is supposed to look like in terms of personal goals and career. Oh, that makes sense. Right now you're a little bit more focused on momhood, and you're at the stage of, so this is where in the Law of Attraction course I teach, you're here and you want to be here. If you try to think you're here, it's like in Google Maps, here's your end destination. If you don't enter your starting point, it can't give you directions. You're just left floundering. I thought I knew what I wanted. I don't know what I want. Oh my God, I guess I'm just a mom. But if I want to be here. I want to have a future vision that I'm working towards. I want to have personal goals, and I do want a career that I'm building on, because I want that dopamine, that sense of achievement that Spirit was talking about. And right now I'm at the stage of just trying to learn how to craft a little time for myself. I'm just trying to get used to having some of my focus on me and what I want. And so when you get that little bit of a hobby, like okay, this actually does feel good to like switch between, I gotta be the wife right now, I gotta be the mom right now, and right now I can just focus on my hobby. So make the hobby really, really fun, so that as my kid gets older, I can go deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And then there'll be a point when your kid's like, I don't know, 10, 12, where it's like okay, they hang out with their friends a lot, and me a medium, small bit. All right, universe, thank you for, I've developed the skill set of being able to be a mom and also being able to refocus on me. Now I know, and you might have the clarity then of, I want to go deeper in this hobby, and maybe you'll start doing dance competitions instead of just doing the dance classes. Or it might be, you know what, universe, now that I already have the solid skill of being able to switch between focusing on others and myself, I'm ready to do something that will make money. So as fun and delightful as this hobby has been these last couple of years, make my career my workplace. Give me coworkers that I look forward to going to. Give me those good relationships. Help me be expanded by my coworkers and be introduced to new things. And like good holiday parties, there's just a cohesive, harmonious co-working relationship with them. And because I'm ready to start making money off something cool. Do you kind of see how that will work, Alika? I have a family now. Yes, you said that perfectly. Thank you, Spirit. Honored to be in the hot seat. I think that hobby will be singing lessons. How fun. All right, everyone. If anyone else would like to guarantee their personal read today, now would be a great time to smash that super chat button. If not, I just want to thank you all for choosing to spend your time this way this morning with me. I love doing this show. I can't channel without you guys. So thank you for coming. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And I'm not seeing comments of super chat, so I will wish you all into a beautiful day and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.